Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good afternoon. I just said good morning. Oh, in fact, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It might be a good morning wherever that you're tuning in, but here in Gqeberha, in South Africa as a whole, it is a good afternoon. Excuse me, it is a good afternoon. On a Friday afternoon, it is 8 minutes past 1 on a Friday afternoon. In Gqeberha, it is 21 degrees Celsius. It is it's not hot, but you can take your jerseys off. Yeah, I don't know where. So where are you?
I'm in East London at the present moment.
So how's the weather on that side?
No, the weather is just good. You put on something that are warm, and you find that they have to take out some other jackets. Yeah.
Thank God that we are in the windy city, so you must always have a jersey somewhere in your bag this side because you never know. 1 minute it's hot, 1 minute it's warm, 1 minute it's cold. It's just that. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for joining us. It's a pleasure
Okay.
of having you. Thank you so much. Do you have any shout? Do you want to give a shout out to anyone who's tuning in right now, and just to give a hello to someone out there?
Let me say hello to all the listeners and thank you for this opportunity you have granted me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, dear listener of Gqeberha of Agape FM. It is the Midday Talk with me, Unobisa Megela. And today is no different. We are bringing you movers and shakers. We're bringing business people. We're bringing you people who are making a difference within the community, within society. It is Agape FM. We're bringing the gospel nearer to you. I am, once again, Unobisa Megela, and I'm your host today. Today I'm sitting or across from me, virtually, is sitting Bishop Phumzile Soxunjwa, who will be telling us more about himself in a short time, in a short space of time. But let me tell you more about him as per bio. As you all know that we always read the bio first before we go into the interview as a whole. So please do bring in those notepads, those pens and water, that coffee, or maybe that cool drink, so that you can just take notes and listen. As I'm saying, it's going to be quite more heated within the studio. Bishop Phumzile Soxunjwa works for the Department of Health, Buffalo City Sub-District in East London as a transport officer. He is a minister of the Word, bishop of the new Hope Ministries in Balasi location in Bisho, and an OHS and Employee Wellness Coordinator. His goal and dreams are his wishes to change the work environment to be better than it is. A lot of things that dented the government image would have happened, and in such this and such so this also affects service delivery. The chapters in his book also seek to redress the matters and build together a united and healthy relationships in the workplace. His achievements: he is an author of a book called Building the Workplace Walls. He had a positive input in the programs he is working in and has a paper on spiritual matters. Welcome once again to Agape FM. That was nice. That was broad. That I can't wait to tap into what you have to offer for us today. Welcome once again. So before we start, I'd like to know more, just a bit about Bishop Soxunjwa, and who are. Tell us more about yourself, just in a nutshell, who we're talking to today, and.
Okay. Thank you so much. I am Phumzile Soxunjwa, as you said. I was born in Port Elizabeth. There's a place that is called Soweto. It was then Matches Ground and so forth before Soweto. And in 1968, we moved to Zwide and we moved to KwaZakhele at some stage. I attended school at Mnqophiso Lower Primary, Fieplas Higher Primary next to Zwide Stadium. And that now we opened in Zondelelo in 1978, Otherwise, I'm married with 4 kids. Yeah, otherwise saved and born again. Yeah, that's me.
Very important, very
Yes.
important. We praise God for
Yeah.
that, and we thank God for that. You speak about it, Gqeberha. So you here, you're from here. You are a person. In fact, you are a Gqeberhian, if I can put it that way. And
That's very true. I'm born there. I was raised there. In those streets of Sweden, I know them. Many areas, I know them in Port Elizabeth, in Gqeberha.
mm,
Thank you.
true, true. Let's talk about ministry, because you also mentioned that you are a bishop, and I will also like to also mention that. Thank you, Bishop, for coming through, because I always keep on saying I might call you by name or I might call you by surname, but let me just also refrain from that and call you Bishop. Ministry. Tell us more about your journey with God and ministry. How has that been for you, and your journey of being a Christian as a whole?
You know, when you grow up, you find yourself attending the home church. You know, we are
Mm,
born as Methodists, and as you
mm,
grow up, you have to choose where you want to belong. You
mm,
have to. There is that lapse where you do nothing. You know, and that now
mm,
in 1988, I was born again under Congress through Christ Ministries, and
mm,
I went to various churches like. Faith Revival, IHE, Rock of Ages. And now
mm,
in 2012, we started a ministry which is called New Hope Ministries. Otherwise,
mm,
the journey has not been easy. It's 33
mm,
years now that one has been saved. Yeah, otherwise, I thank
mm.
God. The
That's why
journey
you're
was
looking
not
good.
easy, but yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. That's why you're looking good. You've got God in your life. Yeah.
Okay.
That is wonderful. So you're an author, you're a writer. And I want to know, let's talk more about the book and your journey within writing, and you being a writer and author. When did you first realize that you wanted to be a writer?
You know, when you grow up, you are attached to certain beliefs.
Mm,
When we grow up in PE, we were just one of the people who were just busy with the black
mm,
consciousness and so forth, you know, and with the
mm,
writings of Steve Biko and others that caught me, you know,
mm,
and
mm,
also as a unionist, you know, at times you make an input in the legislations, the policies, and so forth, and you feel that you want to write. But you know, when it comes to church, at times there's a procrastination. There's a book which
mm,
I wanted to write, which talks about succession, but
mm,
I had to put my pen down because one was busy, you know. But now attending some certain functions, the M&Es, the planning, you know, that invoked the spirit in me, so that now I may take my pen and begin to write. Yeah,
mm.
it's a long journey. It's a long
It's a
journey.
long journey, yes. And you also mentioned that
Yeah,
you wanted to write a book first, but you were busy. But now,
yeah.
how is that different? How is this different with you writing this book now and the last one? Because the last one you were busy. Are you not busy right now?
Yeah, otherwise, what makes it easy now is because one is not that busy, né? I'm busy,
Mm,
but I'm not that busy, you know. And I am making time because I am 58 years now. That means
mm,
when I go for pension, at least I must leave a legacy.
mm,
And also the thing of the COVID-19, it shows us that now, hey, you have to do things while there is still time. Yeah, that's
true.
what pushed me.
Mm. So, what would you say
Yeah.
is interesting in writing? What have you found interesting within writing? What is the most interesting aspect or quirk that you guys mentioned? I read, Guti, it's not an interesting impact or whatnot, but it's a quirk in authors. So, what is interesting about writing to you?
Yeah, what is interesting is that now I write about something I know, something
Mm,
I have engaged to. I'm writing
mm,
about the workplace because I'm committed to what I do, you know. And also when
mm,
it comes to Christianity, I'm also committed to that. What make it unique to me, you know, is that now I like what I do, and I'm committed to it. Yes, yes.
As a reader myself, I always find it, you know, because you also realize, or when you're reading, you also realize that the author behind this book really was interested and was inspired when they were writing about this particular book. So with the book that you're writing now, what inspired you to write about this one?
I'm inspired by what is taking place in our country now, ne? And also there are a number of authors that I've read their books as also a reader myself. You know, there are a number of authors like Gordon Lindsay, you know, like Andrew Murray, like Doctor who's written the 5 Love Languages. Yeah, and also Dr. Miles Monroe. They have just made interest in me that I may write a book. You know, there are many writers also that I can quote. Yes, that's what interested me.
Tell me more about this book. What's the title of this book?
It's a building the workplace walls. Building the workplace walls.
Tell me more.
The reason for that. Come again.
Tell me more about this book.
Yeah, you know, in the workplace, there are walls that have fallen down. The walls of professionalism, the ethics, the commitment, and so forth. And we need to rebuild those broken walls. If you look at chapter 1, it's talking about come, let us build. You know, what are we building? What are we building? You know, as you correctly said in the bio, that now there's a lot of evidence in the public sector, you know, and we have to do things the correct way. You know, we are doing things, but at times we don't do it as we are expected to do. Yeah, that's it.
So I got a bit of a background check on the book as well. And chapter 4 speaks on maximizing the ability. Tell me more. What ability are you actually trying to maximize here? What's the ability that you're trying to maximize in the workplace?
The ability we're maximizing is to be effective and to be efficient in what we do. You know, at times you come across a situation where people are disgruntled, where people they are not committed to what they do. You know, and then now there are targets to be reached, there are timelines. You know, and you'll find that now we fail to catch up with that, and that now maximizing our ability. That's very much important. When you'll find that now in a certain section, people are not doing what are expected to do. And in your section, you have to make it happen. You know, that's why I've written that now, don't be an average. Don't be an average, but be what you can do.
Dear listener, we are still tuning in with Bishop Phumzile Soxunjwa, who is an author and also a bishop. This is the Midday Talk with me, Bekela. We'll bring you movers and shakers of South Africa in general. And this is Agape FM, bringing the gospel nearer to you. The time is 22 minutes past 1. Please do stay tuned because we are still tuning in. We are still having a conversation with Bishop Soxunjwa. We talk about the book right now. Bishop, chapter 5 is speaking on initiating change. In a nutshell, what is the journey of the change?
The journey of a change is that now things are changing now. We've got the climate change, they've got eco systems and so forth. And in the workplace also, things are changing. We no longer use papers. We are looking to a paperless society. You know, we were using, you know, those olden phones. We no longer use them. We know even the faxes. We no longer use faxes. We use emails. you know, and we have to adapt to change, because if we do not adapt to change, it will catch us while we are napping. Yeah, change is very much important, even to the resources that we build. We must build the resources that now are showing a change. You know, we will leave the service as the older people. Now, you younger generation, you make things easy. You know, the social media is making things easy, and that now we have to adapt to that. We call ourselves the time that were BPTs, born before technology. You know, there are times which there are things that you cannot do when it comes to the system. You request a young person, hey, help me here, you know. Yeah, we have to change. Yes,
Yeah, so
yes.
initiating change. That is a chapter that I'm looking forward to reading. Tell me,
All right.
what kind of book is this? What is the type of book are you writing?
I will call it a manual according to the NASCA you sent me, because it's not a novel, it's not a fiction also, but I think it's a manual because it gives information, it gives some instructions, you know, because people have to be informed, you know. There's a scripture that say people they die from lack of knowledge, people perish from ignorance, you know. Yeah, information is very much important because you have to make the decisions on the information at hand. You know, when you don't have an information, when you are not given some instructions, you will not know what to do. That's what it is about, yes.
So writing a book sometimes it becomes you end up spending so much time with writing. You spend so much energy with writing because now you are passionate about what you're writing, and we all need support systems in place. So what is a support structure that you have with your writing, and who is your most supporting structure or person within your writing journey?
My family is so supportive, né? Also the colleagues. There are colleagues who have embraced the book to say that now go on, you know. Otherwise, my family is so supportive, and that now also the church. I've shared the vision of writing this book with them. They have just encouraged me so much. I've got a support system, you know, that encourages. Yeah.
And I hope God is your guide, because whenever
Indeed,
that
indeed.
whatever we do in life, we just need Him to be our guide and to be our campus at the same time. So thank you
Indeed.
for doing that, and thank you for everyone who's supporting you. Thank you to them, and for them to continue supporting you, because it is a journey that it needs support. It is a journey that also needs you to also center yourself, because writing a book, some people might say it's easy, but I believe that whatever that you want to portray or whatever that you want to give to people needs to be of
Yes,
essence, and I think that what you are doing is of
yes.
essence. um Bishop, thank you so much for joining us. It is lovely, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. I wish we had more time, but unfortunately time is not on our side. But before I let you go, I just want to know that where do we find you on social media?
I have not created one. I have not created a website, you know. I'm looking forward to that, you know. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking for the publisher, you know. Otherwise, I'm still in the process. Yes, yes.
Sinazo
But
lunganathi. Mm, excuse me, what was
but
that?
my email address is soxunjwa@gmail.com. Yes,
Okay.
I
Can
think
you
you've got it. Yes, yes.
yes. Dear listener, if you are looking forward to get in contact with Bishop Soxunjwa, please do contact him on his email address. He has provided the email address, and he will answer whatever questions that you have. We have a comment here from Snazo Lunganati Lungo saying, interesting book, Bishop. May God open many doors for you and guide you in this journey you're starting. And I could not agree more. May God guide you in this journey that you're embarking on. May those publishers come forth, and may the book come, may the book be published, and may we read for more and to more and more and more books to come. Thank you, Bishop, so much. And like we always do at the Midday Talk, we always ask our guests to leave a word of encouragement to anyone who's watching and who's listening right now, who is trying to find themselves within this journey as well. What would you say to them?
I will say to one who is want to exploit the opportunity, don't give up too easily. You know, the vision may tarry, but the tarrying of the vision is for a season. You know, at times there may be a delay, but the delay is having a certain reason. You know, waiting on God will you will see yourself, even the helpers of your destiny, coming at the right time. You know, otherwise, I want to encourage all that now. Don't lose hope. Be yourself. Be what God has made and created you to be. We are winners. We are people who have to make things to happen. You see, we must have something that is called a radical faith. You know, you may have faith, but have a radical faith, a faith that is able to move mountains. You see, that's what I will encourage the listeners.
That is powerful. That is powerful, Bishop. I will not even say anything after that. We have Mandy Praise saying, Amen, Bishop. Powerful words of wisdom. Anati Ngofe. I hope I'm pronouncing your surname correctly. Anati Ngofe saying, forward ever, my Bishop, forward ever. Thank you so much, Bishop Soxunjwa. It was lovely having you. And to everyone who tuned in and everyone who's watching online, if you're watching online, thank you so much for following us. And please do go on our YouTube channel and like, subscribe, and also share to your cousin of cousin of cousin and also your friends. If you are, we're also on Instagram. So please do go like and follow us on Instagram. And from me, Sambekela, and the Midday Talk team, I am saying thank you so much for being loyal to us. Until next Monday, please do stay tuned for another show by Encounter Me with Yolanda Singh, and I'm leaving you with Simply Devoted by Sinach. And I'm always saying that we are devoted to giving you nothing but the gospel of God. Thank you so much. Bishop, thank you so much. For me, goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay then, so